Have you ever felt more alone the deeper your mind thinks? As if the more you understand, the less people want to listen? Don't worry, this isn't just in your head. History, from Socrates to Nikola Tesla, proves that society has always been afraid of deep thinkers. Why are you alone? Hello. Today, we're diving into a profound paradox. Why even the brightest minds feel ostracized, and why intellectual superiority is often perceived as a curse. This isn't just a feeling. One of history's most brutally honest philosophers, Arthur Schopenhauer, believed that intelligence itself was a curse, inevitably isolating those who see the world too clearly. So why does this happen? Why does society resist those who think differently, who can see deeper? Why do we admire muscle, but become uncomfortable in the face of intellectual strength? The answer lies deep within human psychology. Think about this. When you stand next to someone physically strong, you don't necessarily feel weak. When you meet a wealthy person, you might admire or envy their power, but it doesn't feel like a direct attack on your personal identity. However, when you encounter someone intellectually superior, something strange is triggered. Why is intelligence different from other strengths? Psychologists call this the mirror effect. Deep thinkers don't just offer new ideas. They act as a mirror, reflecting the limitations of those around them. And people do not easily forgive that reflection. The mere presence of a deep thinker, even if they say nothing at all, can make others feel inadequate. But why? Why does intelligence provoke more discomfort than material wealth or physical strength? Because intelligence is deeply tied to identity. We define ourselves by our thoughts, our beliefs, and our understanding of the world. When we encounter someone who thinks on a deeper level, someone who questions the truths we accept, it can feel not like admiration, but like a direct assault on our sense of self. Most people subconsciously resist this, not because the deep thinker is arrogant, but simply because their very existence forces others to confront their own limitations. This is why intellectuals, philosophers, and visionaries are often pushed to the fringes of society. Their insights don't just challenge ideas, they challenge egos. And human nature will do almost anything to protect the ego from discomfort. A question for you. Have you ever tried to introduce a deep or complex idea in a casual conversation, only to be met with blank stares or a quick change of topic? That is a defense mechanism. People resist instead of being curious. They dismiss instead of engaging. Is deep thinking a threat? If intelligence is so threatening, is there scientific proof that people actually fear it? Modern neuroscience backs this up. Studies show that when people feel intellectually inferior, their brain's amygdala, the region responsible for fear and threat detection, becomes highly active. In simple terms, deep thinking is not just intimidating. It triggers a primal survival response similar to what we feel when facing danger. Why? Because for most of human history, survival depended not on being the smartest person in the room, but on being accepted by the group. Social harmony meant safety in the tribe. Being rejected meant vulnerability, which could lead to death. So the human brain is wired for social acceptance over intellectual pursuit. When a highly intelligent person enters a social setting, they unknowingly disrupt the tribal balance. This triggers the brain's defense mechanism. Here's something even more shocking. A 2021 study at Stanford University revealed that the perception of threat from intellectuals is context-dependent. People feel less threatened when interacting with an intellectual one-on-one. But in group settings, the threat response spikes dramatically. This is because in groups, social status becomes more important. If someone feels outshined by a deep thinker, they instinctively try to undermine or exclude them to protect their social standing. Cognitive biases. There are a few cognitive biases that further explain this. The Dunning-Kruger effect. People with low ability often overestimate their intelligence, while highly intelligent people tend to doubt themselves. Those who know little often believe they know more than they do, leading them to dismiss deep thinkers. Status quo bias. The human brain prefers familiar ideas over complex new truths. Intelligence often introduces disruptive thoughts that make people uncomfortable. The backfire effect. When people are confronted with information that contradicts their beliefs, they don't change their minds. They double down on their existing views. Comfort prevails. The digital age has amplified this problem. Social media algorithms prioritize engagement over depth. Thought-provoking discussions struggle to gain traction because depth takes time, while viral content is instant, emotional, and easy to digest. It's harder for an intellectual to compress deep ideas into short, viral-friendly sound bites. As a result, society increasingly favors entertainment over enlightenment. So, if society resists intelligence, what does it embrace? The answer is comfort. Let's return to Arthur Schopenhauer. Unlike other thinkers who saw intelligence as the key to success, he argued that the smarter a person is, the more they will struggle to connect with society. According to Schopenhauer, most people live controlled by the will to live, seeking pleasure, comfort, and survival above all else. Highly intelligent people, however, operate differently. They develop the will to truth. Regular people seek pleasure and avoid difficult truths. Deep thinkers seek truth, even if it leads to pain and isolation. This creates a fundamental disconnect, where most people find meaning in relationships and routine pleasures. Deep thinkers often see these as distractions from deeper existential questions. Schopenhauer's take: a high degree of intellect tends to make a man unsocial. The more you understand, the less you can ignore. The more aware you are of the world's flaws, the harder it is to find happiness in it. For Schopenhauer, happiness and intelligence were inversely related. So what do we do? Are deep thinkers doomed to isolation? Absolutely not. While Schopenhauer believed intelligence led to loneliness, he also offered ways to cope with this isolation. Embrace solitude. See it as a privilege. Schopenhauer viewed solitude not as a punishment, but as a privilege. Deep thinkers should use their alone time for intellectual and creative pursuits rather than seeking validation from society. Find like-minded individuals. Instead of trying to fit in a mainstream society, he advised intelligent people to seek out those who think like them, whether through books, philosophy, or specialized intellectual circles. Engage with the world wisely. He warned against blindly sharing deep insights with people who weren't ready for them. Instead, observe society, learn its patterns, and choose your words carefully. History confirms that society doesn't fear intelligence itself. It fears what intelligence reveals. Deep thinkers aren't rejected because they are wrong. They are rejected because they are right too soon. If you've ever felt like an outsider because of your thoughts, know this: you are not broken. You are simply seeing the world for what it really is. Society needs deep thinkers, but it doesn't always know how to embrace them. It is the deep thinkers who always move humanity forward. Have you ever been dismissed for thinking too deeply? When did you feel this mirror effect in your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's start a conversation.